Alright. Are we on? Hello. I feel like my camera is a little... There we go. Hello everybody, it is Wednesday. That means it's time for another Daily Dose of Doll, which is where we sit back and we talk about a salty topic, technically. It's a topic that's kind of offensive, I guess, but then again, it's 2017. What isn't offensive, right? Right. I try to be really careful, like, I don't try to not be offensive because then I would just have to hide. Let's be honest. I'm a very blunt, real, honest person. I'm based off facts. I'm a realist. It is what it is. Like, you can sugarcoat it as much as you want, but you're still an asshole and you're still gonna be shitty. But I definitely don't try to be insensitive, I guess, is a way to put it. Like, on one of my shows, it was a coffee episode where I was kind of sharing about, it was Mother's Day. Yeah, it was Mother's Day. So I was trying to share what I was going through with my mom, and I had stated that it was the first Mother's Day I was kind of an orphan because my mom doesn't want anything to do with me right now. And then when I said that, I was like, oh, terrible way to put that. There's a lot of people out there whose moms actually have passed away, who they would really love to be spending the day with. So I immediately caught myself. I immediately apologized because that was just an insensitive thing that came out of my mouth totally the wrong way. And then when I realized how that could really hurt somebody struggling with something like the loss of a parent, I was like, oh shit, I need to correct that. So we did. So don't ever try to be insensitively offensive. I'm just honest and I'm just real. If I offend you, you can unsubscribe to my channel or not watch my videos. It's really that simple. You know, I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, no. Once you say something offensive, my life is affected forever. And I have to go out of my way to call you out and spend every waking moment trying to get you to feel the same way I do. It's not gonna work. If you want to really dedicate some time to something important, I'm sure that there are a lot better things that you can invest that time in other than trying to convince me that you're right and I'm wrong. So, we're all adults here at the Daily Dose of Doll. We can all weigh in on this topic. You can share your experiences, share your opinions, share how you feel about things. Just try to remember this is not a kindergarten classroom. There's no name calling and there's no getting shitty just because somebody doesn't agree with you. Coco likes chocolate milk. Ivan likes white milk. Does that mean that either one of them are assholes? No, they just like different things. Does that mean they can't be friends? No, it doesn't. So we're going to talk about a topic that was sent to me by a lovely follower on Facebook. I'm kind of thinking that milk term didn't come off the way I wanted it to. But that's not important. So, Daily Dose of Doll, I try to talk about things that are a little more serious than what I talk about on my Monday Coffee. Monday Coffee is a little bit more of an intimate sit down with me where I talk about real problems that I'm going through in hopes to help you with real problems in life. I talk about my depression, my anxiety, my problems at home, my problems with life, and I share that, and we kind of all sit down and cry together and then give each other hugs, and we love and support each other. But at Daily Dose of Doll, that's where we talk about some topics that are like, WTF, man, I never even thought about that. I've talked about the fact that men are allowed to have sexual escapades and look like total badasses, but then if women are openly sexual, they're sluts. So we talked about that topic. I've talked about how it's unfair that women can explore fashion and wear the most craziest ass things in the world, but as soon as a man puts on a romper, shit hits the fan, which I don't think is fair. I think men should have as many open liberties with style as women do, and I don't think that their masculinity should be threatened because they wear a romper. They still got a penis. They can still chop lumber in that romper. I don't know. We're not going there. So this topic, this week, we are going to talk about fake friends. Salty ass fake friends. Which we've all had. I've had way more fake acquaintances. I wouldn't even claim that they were friends. Because half of the people who've been fake to me and treated me like shit behind my back, I've never even met in person. Right? So I grew up homeschooled, most of you know that. I also, was really sheltered. I was a loner. I had anxiety. I didn't know it was anxiety. The time that I was in 3rd grade, which I was in public school for 3rd grade, but I had to leave because I had my first panic attack. I've talked about that. So, I never really had run-ins with bullying or fake friends when I was a kid. But I definitely have had it as an adult. I would say over the past 3 years is when I really experienced it a lot. Because I was in a super bad relationship. A lot of you know that if you followed me at all. I was in an abusive marriage where, I wasn't allowed to have contact with anybody. If they were guys, it meant I'm automatically sleeping with them and I was a whore. Or if I had girlfriends, I was made to feel guilty for not dedicating all of my waking time to him. So I just didn't have any interaction. So I didn't have to worry. And I didn't even know. I was completely, what's the word I'm looking for? I was completely naive to the fact that people could be as fake and cruel to you in the name of friendship as they can. So, my first experience was probably, and it's funny that all of the fake friends that I've encountered are all involved in the rockabilly or pinup community. And now I say that because for the past 7 years of my life, that's what I dedicated my time to. That's who I was. I was all about that. So everybody that I was involved with was also involved in that lifestyle. So, saying that it's the pinup or rockabilly lifestyle that causes that is bullshit, because that's not true. People are people. Does not matter what you look like, does not matter what your skin color is, it does not matter what faith you believe in, what God you pray to, whether you wear high-waisted jeans or jeans that are so low your butt crack falls out. It does not matter what you look like. People are people. It's how they're raised. It's who they decide to be as human beings, right? So saying that all rockabillys are fake or all pinups are fake, that's not true. Because I have a lot of friends in the culture and that are pinup models and things like that are the realest son bitches I've ever met in my life. But the ones that did treat me bad, it was a vendetta. They went out of their way to treat me like shit for no reason. And I did nothing. And I'm not saying I'm standing here from a standpoint where I'm like, they were mean to me, I didn't do anything. No, I really didn't do shit. I was the girl that literally wasn't allowed to leave the house. I wasn't allowed to leave the house. I wasn't allowed to talk to anybody. I wasn't allowed to do anything. I didn't have a car. So for them to claim that I did a lot of the stuff that they claimed I did is just, it's asinine. It's hilarious, really. It's funny to even talk about it now because I'm so far past it. I give so little fucks about it now. Talking about it, I feel so differently about it because, then I was really hurt. I was really hurt that people who I loved and who were my friends that I looked up to, that introduced me to a culture that gave me so much. The group of people in Oklahoma, the rockabillys in Oklahoma, that introduced me to rockabilly, I have to thank them in the long run. They introduced me to a lifestyle that literally kept me breathing for a long time. Pinup defined who I was when I didn't know who I was. Pinup gave me a voice when I didn't have one. Pinup gave me courage and confidence when I didn't have any. Pinup made me feel beautiful when I felt used and tore down and not good enough. It gave me so much. So in turn, those people who introduced me to it gave me a lot. And I'm an adult now. I have a really different perspective on life. So when they turned on me, it just really went to show that they didn't really care about me at all. I was just a person, and they were all just a bunch of punk-ass kids. If I think about it, all of them were we were all 18, 19 years old, and I'm sure they didn't have direction in life. A lot of them are just assholes. I'll say it. I'm sure they won't like it. I don't give a fuck. I'll tell them to their face. Y'all know where to contact me. But that's the problem with fake people. That's the problem with fake friends, is that they try to say, I didn't do anything. I didn't say anything to you. And then behind your back, they do nothing but talk shit. They don't ever have the balls to say anything to your face. Ever. And I know this because I was at the car show with a lot of my tormentors. I was at a car show with all of them, and they surrounded my boyfriend, who's my boyfriend now, who wasn't my boyfriend at the time. We were just kind of friends at the time. But they surrounded my boyfriend to talk shit to me. Oh, sorry. They surrounded my boyfriend to literally talk shit about me, and he just laughed and shook his head. Why? Because he's a grown-ass man who didn't want anything to do with it. And it's people like that. It's like, I was standing there. They didn't have the balls to come up to me and be like, hey, this is how we feel about you. They went to my boyfriend and were like, oh, you mean the vintage fake? Are you rockabilly? How serious are you in the culture? And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I love badass cars. I love rockabilly music. Oh, I get it, because I'm not wearing guy liner and I'm not like openly dressed like I support the lifestyle. I forgot I wasn't allowed to like this. They're like the fucking rockabilly police. It's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. And I realized that I was putting way too much stock into people who didn't know anything about me. Not a single one of them had ever talked to me on a personal basis. Not a single one of them actually talked to me as a human being. They didn't know what I liked. They didn't know what I was about. They didn't take the time to even care. All they knew is that one girl in particularly didn't like the fact that I decided I wanted to get involved in rockabilly and pinup, and they all sided with her. Okay. Bah! You want to be a sheep? Go for it. I don't got time for that shit. So, these people turned on me. They're fake ass people. And they're the type of people who claim to be these big names in a culture, but then literally change their style more than people change the trash. You can't be a fucking skinhead, a white supremacist, a punk, and a rockabilly all at the same time. Are you allowed to like all those things? Yes, but you don't get to go from one genre to the next and talk shit about the others until you feel like you want to go back to that genre. That's fake. You're fucking fake. Discover who you are. Find out who you are. And while you're doing that, lose some of your salty ass behavior, because my mouth is dry from dealing with that shit. The next time, you know what, before I even move on, I just want to say to all of you people who tried to tear me down, I just want you to know, I made it, bitches. I proved y'all wrong. Because ultimately, these people don't control your life. Fake friends don't control your life. They were never your friends to begin with. They never brought you anything positive into your life to begin with. They were nice. They put up with you. They were friendly. They tolerated you because they didn't have anything better to do, because they're all immature assholes who don't know what it is to be real anyways, because they don't know who they are. They just go around, and it's like, however I feel that day is how I'm going to treat people. Today I'm going to like you. Today I'm going to be your friend. Tomorrow I'm going to treat you like shit and post something vague on Facebook about how I think you're a dumbass and I hate you, but I'm not going to use your name. So it's okay. Okay. Get a fucking job. Do something more productive with your life than being a fake ass person to everybody. I can't stand it. And back in the day when all of that was happening, I was so broken, and I had no voice, and I had no fucking backbone. My ex beat me down and beat me down to the point where I just took it. I cried. My feelings were hurt. I doted on it and doted on it to the point where I felt like I had to prove who I was just so they would accept me. But the problem is that they were never gonna accept me because I wasn't the broken one. I was doing everything that I could to find who I was, to do what I loved, to embrace something that I loved. And these people didn't give a shit. They didn't care about me. All they knew is that they wanted to be salty bitches, and they were. Move on with your life. And it's funny because not too long ago, like 2 years ago, I went to a car show and they were all there. And somebody said, hey, did you know that group is here? And I was like, so? What are they gonna do? Text my ex-husband and tell him I'm here like they did last time? You want my mom's phone number? You wanna tell my mom? How about my grandma? You wanna tell my grandma I'm here? They're all friends with me on social media. They all know I'm here. Like, I didn't care. And you know what they did? They literally sat next to a stage at the pinup contest and tore every pinup girl apart. She's too fat. She's not a real pinup. What a poser. What a fake. Why? Because you have more fucking buttons on your vest than she does? So that makes you more pinup or more rockabilly than her? Kudos! Kudos to you. I'm so proud of you. You're really succeeding in life. And then as soon as those girls get off stage and are like taking pictures with cars or in a group, they go over and they act fake as fuck to their face. Selfies and giggling and talking. It's like, bitch, did you even know that he said that you were way too fat to be in that dress while you were on stage? Oh no, you can't because he's too busy laughing with you sharing a beer right now. Alright. I don't have time for that. I don't have time. I don't have the patience for it. I used to just keep my mouth shut. I used to just go, oh, I can't say anything. They might comment on something on my Facebook or they might get mad at me. Bitch, I don't care. Then it moved on to when I did divorce my ex and I really was able to get into the pinup and rockabilly culture and into my modeling and not called a slut for it or made to feel bad for it. I encountered a whole new type, a whole new breed of fake-ass, salty people, okay? These were women. See, the first was a mix. It was all the men, it was all the boys following the girls of the group around and doing whatever they wanted because ultimately they were led by their dicks. One individual particular. Whatever she said, he backed her up because someday he might be able to get it in. Someday he might. Whatever. So these women, it's a group of women who like to portray themselves on social media and to the industry that they're not really even a part of because they're so close-minded, that they're so badass and that they're so amazing and that they're so much better than everybody else that if you're not in that clique, you're nobody. What's sad is that I have heard so much shit about these women that it's disturbing. Their behavior has single-handedly ruined any type of career they might have possibly had in the industry. But it's okay, because they pay to have their photos taken. So they're models. No, you paid to have a photo shoot done. You might as well have gone to fucking Walmart. It doesn't make you a model. It doesn't make you better than anyone else. It does not make you any better than the housewife who paid to have photos taken of herself that you make fun of, but then talk nice to her on Facebook. But when you're in your clique, you talk shit about. Why? Because you're a fake ass bitch. I'll say it. I'm not afraid. What are you gonna do? Yell at me? You're a fake rockabilly. You're this. Say it. Go ahead and say it. You're a fake pinup. You're not real. We don't like you. You defame people with your celebrity. Bitch, I'm not a celebrity. I don't defame you. I don't even talk about you. I don't waste my time. My boyfriend is busy laughing at me on the other side of this window, and he's about to come over here to try and mess up my video. He's flashing me. Right now. Oh no, he's stripping. Put your pants on! Yes, the world knows you're butt-ass naked in your yard. No, the kids are allowed to take their pants off. You're not. Put your pants on. Sorry. It's the shenanigans I deal with all day. But I mean, I don't have time for that type of behavior. Like, if you want to call me out and be a bitch to me because you're mad that I called out your behavior, fine. I have kids. I'm not scared of you. My 3-year-old tells me I'm mean all day long if I tell him he has to pick up his socks out of the floor. You think if you say, you are just stuck up and you think that you're so cool because you have a bunch of likes on your Facebook. Oh, is that what you were saying when you were messaging me, begging me to share your page and your pictures so you could get easy likes because you didn't want to bust your ass and do it yourself like I did? You'd rather ride my coattails? Riding these coattails is not for free. It's not. There's a fee. It's called hard work and you have to pay your dues. You don't just get it in for free. But it's okay. But it's okay. I'm stuck up because I have like a bunch of likes on Facebook. You know what that's called? I'll tell you what that's called. That's called hard work, dedication, patience, and not giving a fuck what people like you have to say about me. That's why you don't like me though. That's why they don't like you. That's why they're fake to your face and then talk shit about you behind your back. Because ultimately they know they're wrong. So I had to get to a point. I could talk about this all day. I could tell y'all stories and be like, oh damn. If you Google, well, if you get on YouTube and look hard enough for a local in Oklahoma, she went on ahead and made an entire YouTube video bashing me because she was mad at me that I didn't promote her or any of the other people she knows in an interview I did with an internationally known clothing brand I work for. I'm sorry, I don't promote bullying. I'm aware that you're dressed as a sheep, but I know all about that wolf underneath there. And there is no way in fucking hell I'm gonna promote people or share people that young girls and women who already have enough problems might go to and then get treated like shit. Why? Because it's happened. Because I've had multiple women come to me and share stories of interaction with these types of fake women. And they're crushed. Their dreams are crushed. Their souls are crushed. Their confidence is crushed. Their self-worth is crushed. Because all they wanted to do was be a part of something. And you guys mean girls the fuck out of them. Why? Why did they think it was okay to come to you? Because you were fake as fuck on the internet. You posted all this shit about how we're about empowering women. We're about anti-bullying. We're about all sizes accepted. Oh, really? Well, you were the one that called my girlfriend too fat for her dress at the pinup contest we were all at together. Go on ahead and say all body types are acceptable now. They're fake. We all deal with it. It's in our day-to-day lives. And it really started affecting me. I won't even lie. I was trying to promote something that gave me so much strength and so much power in myself. Pinup gave me a voice. It gave me self-worth. It taught me so much about myself. And I love pinup. I love retro. I love rockabilly. It's a huge part of me. You don't have to look it on the outside to like anything. If anybody tells you you're a poser because you don't wear the proper style to support something you love, the only fucking poser is them. If they feel like they have to look a certain way to prove that they like something, go ahead. I mean, put all that effort into it. I'm not. I can like what I like. I can look how I want. I can do what I want. And just because it doesn't make you happy, I don't give a fuck. It came down to the point where I felt like I was trying to bring something to women that helped me. That helped me in an abusive relationship. That helped me when I was broken. That helped me when I was lost. And it was all used against me. There's a video on YouTube of that chick talking shit about my divorce, talking shit about my abusive relationship, talking shit about my kids. Because I'm so real that I shared that I'm a mom with you guys, that all of a sudden sharing that I'm a mom and I have kids is called clickbait. Apparently I'm using my children to get likes. Last time I checked, the majority of the guys on my page want to see my ass, not my kids. So if I wanted to post clickbait and get more attention, I would just post this ass and these titties. Let's be real. Let's talk about it. So I had to really decide whether or not I was gonna allow people who literally came to me. They came to me and messaged me and they added me on Facebook, women I've never met before, that don't know me from Adam, have followed my page, have asked me to share their photos, who picked my brain. How do I get to where you are? How do I get to work with brands? How do I get companies to send me free shit all the time? Because ultimately, that's all any of them are ever interested in. How do I get in a magazine? Well, boo, I mean, clearly you figured that out. All you have to do is pay somebody to take your photos, pay somebody to put you in their magazine, or have one of your friends make a magazine and put you in it. mean, it sounds like you have it in the bag. It's not easy. So you come to me and you're like, please help me. And then when I won't give you what you want, when I give you the tools to succeed, instead of just a fast track to being acknowledged, I'm the bad guy. Okay. So it basically came down to the fact that I was tired. I was tired of supporting all these women that I thought I connected with, that I thought I shared something that gave me so much in life, empowered me so much, that they didn't even, like, question turning on me for no reason. Making fun of me. Posting Facebook statuses that I know are about me, and when I call them on it, they just laugh and delete and block me on Facebook. Oh, you don't want a challenge? You want my address? I'll right face to face, we can talk about it like grown-ass women. None of them ever have the balls to say anything to you. They just use social media as a playground to put up this front that they're these bad bitches, equality, support women, no bullying, you're not allowed to say anything about anyone's body type, but are the worst fucking cunts on the planet. They do not miss an opportunity to make fun of somebody, mock somebody, tear somebody down, use somebody, bash somebody. You're fake as fuck, and I don't have time for you. So I got to the place where I was like, okay, this energy, this negative energy, these fake personalities are literally suffocating me. I was working a full-time job. I was trying to support my kids by myself. I was going through a divorce, going through a horrible custody battle. My ex was just trying to just destroy me every chance he got, using my kids against me. I was doing everything I could just to feed my kids, feed myself. Thank God I had a family helping me. Thank God I had an amazing guy like my boyfriend, who was just my friend at the time, that he was helping me. I had a best friend who was helping me. Thank God. They were the ones that said, look, Emily, if you want to step away from it, if you need a break, it's okay. It doesn't mean you're not committed. It doesn't mean you're fake. It means that your soul needs a break from the fake energy you constantly come in contact with. So that's what I did. I kind of stepped back, and then I had my house fire, and we lost so much. So much. And I really started exploring different avenues of things that I enjoyed, different aspects of life, different styles. Because I'm the type of person who loves so much stuff. I love color. I love sparkly things. I love weird. I love interesting. I love unique. But I was in a style where I felt like I couldn't explore any of those parts of myself because I was terrified. I was going to be judged and told I was fake. And I was going to be put up on this chopping block where all of these women and all of these people could tear me apart and then turn around and pretend like they were God's gift. So I stepped back and I started looking, and I was like, let me think about this for a minute. Not a single one of these bitches pays any of my bills. They didn't support me when my husband was cheating on me with anybody who would spread their legs or bend over. I mean, I don't know, whatever he's into. That's it. Do you, boo? They weren't there every time my children were left sitting on the couch waiting for somebody to bring them something who said they'd be right back and would be gone all day because he found other people to hang out with and other more important things. They weren't there when I was going through my divorce. They weren't there every time I was heartbroken or mistreated or torn down or destroyed. They didn't care about me. They cared about what they could gain from me. And that's the thing about fake people, is they don't give a fuck about you. They care about what they can take from you. That's why they're nice to you. They gotta figure you out. They gotta figure out what they can steal from you as a person. They have to figure out, let me see, what does she have that if I pretend that I like her, I'll be able to take advantage of? And that's all those girls wanted. They didn't want to be my friend. They saw that I was succeeding at something they decided one morning they wanted to take part in and act like they were the defining images of the culture, so they had to use me. I am not the type of woman that uses the jealous card. She's jealous. I don't give a shit about that. I'm not competing with you. I don't even put us in the same category. You know why? Because I view all women fucking equal. And then when you start being a salty, fake bitch, that's when you start losing some of your ground with me. So I'm not competing with you. We're here, we're together. I will support you, I will defend you, I will be there for you. Shit, I'm there for all of you. When you guys message me asking me for help, I email you back. I support you, I snap you back because you're important to me. We're real, this is a real connection. This is a real support system. All 800 and who knows how many thousands of you between all my social feeds. I care about each of you, we're friends. I value who you are as people. These women didn't value me. They valued what I had. They wanted what I had. And I hate that term. She was jealous. Well, yeah, unfortunately. Jealousy and anger and hate eat away at people to the point where it can make them do and be really, really ugly. Fake friends are not worth your time. You know, I was homeschooled. I wasn't in public constantly. I wasn't allowed to have friends, so I don't have a whole bunch of experiences with fake friends. But the fake friends that I do have an experience with, I feel like we're like, well, she only has a few experiences. Let's make sure they're a doozy. I've been talked shit about online, but it's okay because they didn't use my name. But it's okay because when I cross paths with them in real life, they're like, hey, I love your work. Oh, really? You do realize we're friends on Facebook and I read exactly what you said about me. Yeah, but I didn't use your name, so we're still cool. Bitch, no, we're not. If I see you do it about somebody else who I know is innocent, I'm gonna check you off my list real quick too. Because I hold people accountable. You don't get to treat people like shit around me. Especially people who don't deserve it. If you're a salty bitch and you deserve it, I will let you get put in your place. I hope to God it teaches you a lesson and you can become a better person in the long run. But I don't have time for that, and you guys shouldn't have time for that. If you have a fake friend, cut them loose. You know how many girlfriends I had when I was working at Victoria's Secret or Ulta or fucking wherever else I worked when I was younger? I worked at a bar for a while. You know how many of those bitches bailed on me? Pretty much all of them. Do I let it affect me? No. Were they fake? I don't think so. I think that we all had different paths in life and we had to take them. We were young. But you don't have to let fake friendships dominate your entire friendship zone. Like, clear that shit out. You do realize that you can clear out your real friends list in real life just like you do on Facebook? You just have to have the vagina to do it. Instead of saying balls, you have to have the balls to do it. I'm gonna say you have to have the labia to do it. Grow some fucking labia, stand up for yourself, and cut these fake bitches loose. Want some other women to connect with? A lot? A shit ton? Go find them. Connect with them. Don't waste your time trying to make something out of a friendship that the other party doesn't even really want. They have no interest in being kind to you or helping you. If they need a ride somewhere, they'll call you. If you're out at a party and you offer to buy them a drink, I guarantee they'll let you. But if your house burned down and you needed somewhere to sleep, I guarantee those bitches will do nothing but talk shit about you. Sorry, girl, I'm busy. I don't care. Stop wasting your time and energy with people who aren't worth your time and energy. It's that simple. You're not losing anything. Don't cry about it. Don't be depressed about it. You're not losing anything good for you. If anything, you're improving your life. You're gaining freedom. You're gaining positivity. You're gaining potential friends that will love and accept you, because I'm here to tell you, when you find that ride or die bitch that's going to be your best friend that will love you to no end, that is way better than trying to keep a fake friendship going and trying to make excuses for a fake friend, or trying to get through to a fake friend, or trying to get a fake friend to understand where you're coming from. It's not worth your time. Stop fucking with it. It's that simple. That is my opinion on fake friends. This has been a Daily Dose of Doll Wednesday, brought to you by Emily Doll, aka The Vintage Fake, the best at posing in the pinup and rockabilly world. So, what are your opinions? What are your experiences with fake friends? How did you handle it? What are you going through? Share your stories below. Share this video and share your story. Help get it out there that you don't have to waste your time with fake people. Maybe if that fake friend loses you, they'll realize that their behavior isn't okay. And they'll realize that they really lost a good person, and maybe it'll help them change. Maybe you'll help improve a fake person's life today. I feel like Sarah McLachlan. But leave it in the comments below. I want to know how you feel. Remember, we're adults here. We're real. We can be real with each other without being disrespectful and hateful to each other. Drop your opinions below. I'm going to post on my Facebook page for the next Daily Dose of Doll, which will be next Wednesday. Join that event. Post on that event what you think I should talk about next Wednesday, and we will get real. I'll tell y'all, there's certain topics that get me froggy, and this is one of them. This is one of them. So remember that I love you guys. It's okay to be real, and it's okay to not want to be involved in fake relationships. Whether it's a friend, a family member, a spouse, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, you're better than that. You deserve real. Shit. I'll be your friend. So until next week, I'm Emily Doll. This is Daily Dose of Doll, and I will see y'all Friday for my live chat. If you want to partake in that and ask me questions live and see my shenanigans in live living color while it's happening, make sure to go and like my page on Facebook, The Vintage Doll. You will get a notification when I go live, and you can join in and have some fun. So, I love you guys. You deserve real friends, whether your fake friends say you do or not. Dump the fake salty bitches and find yourself some real people to invest your time and energy in. I guarantee you'll be so much happier. I'll see y'all next week. I'm out. How do I turn this off?